I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And I want to welcome you to Shortcuts for Your Soul. And today, it's going to be very intriguing. We are going to learn a little bit more about what we came here to know. And I'm excited. Let me just get over here. Thank you. Amazing times. Amazing time. Okay, so in my meditation this morning, they said, it's time you understand what you are here to know. You're not here to know what this world is. You are here to know what you are to be and do. And I said, well, what does that translate into? And they said, first you have to understand who you are. Once you understand who you are, you will know what you are here to do. And I said, well, that's a lot of people ask those questions. What are we here to do? And they said, you cannot know what you are here to do if you do not know who you are. That would be like going on a destination and not having a map or anywhere that you're going. You must know who you are as a soul, not as a body or mind. You must know who you are as a soul, a spirit of universal light. It's important you begin to fathom the depth and the limitlessness of what you are as a soul. You all know what you are as a body. You are a physical form. It's not who you are, but the instrument you have. You all know you have this thing called a mind, a personalized reality, that you believe is more real than yourself. You believe that the thoughts and ideas and information that you've garnered from this dimensional realm is the real world. And yet you are the real world. You are the one that gives this world its reality by your creation, by your thinking, by your imaginings. You give this world what you are. But to know how you do that and what form that takes, it is important that you get disconnected from who you think you are. Who you think you are is a far stretch from what you actually are. The limitless potential that you are as a sentient being that can work with energy and consciousness far surpasses any achievements of your science. To know and understand, to comprehend, to be, to align to what you are as a being, as a sentient consciousness that is connected to all things, but simultaneously able to differentiate yourself from all things, as you have done while you're in this body that you are finding yourself in. You differentiated yourself in that body. But in that process, you lost yourself in it as well. And now it's time to lose yourself to find yourself. And the self you must lose is the self the world has made you into believing you think you are. And if you lose that self, there is another self that you are behind that. It is the mask peeled away, which lets the light of your being shine in all of its glory. You are a soul. You are a soul, a non-physical entity functioning through a medium of electrical energy in the form of thought and in the form of physical energy, which is a lower electrical vibration. But you are functioning through these mediums. The mediums are not who you are. The mediums, the instruments that you express who you are through. So when we are asked this question, can you tell me what is my purpose here? We would simply say to you, forget what you have remembered about yourself, what you've been taught to believe about yourself, what you've been taught to doubt about yourself. Forget everything you have been taught. And in the silence of that will emerge an impulse. And if you pay attention to that impulse in consciousness, similar to the directions you will find some of your migratory birds moving, There is an aspect of your awareness that knows when it is still and quiet and you're undistracted. There is an essential nature of you that knows exactly where to go, what to be, what to do, what to say. There is that aspect of you that knows these things. There is no doubt or question from this perspective of knowing, although there may be some doubt from the perspective of who you are thinking you are. You look inside the mind that you've been given to try and find the real meaning of your life, but you are the real meaning of your life. What you have been taught is simply information. Information. It is not who you are. So they've also been telling me that there are so many of them here now. All you need to do is learn to get your mind and your body quiet so you can actually begin to hear, not with the ears on the side of your head, but the inner ear, that place where you can know without any external mechanism for knowing. The knowing is within you. This is the time to awake or to not awake. There is great change coming on your planet. And what will you do? You can still make changes, but you cannot make changes from what you already know. You cannot generate a new reality in your material existence from what you already know. You cannot. This is impossible. You can only create what you do not know from what you do not know. So you are here to know who you are as a being, as an awareness. The mechanism, your mind and your body, are instruments that you utilize. Many of you are being utilized by it. You are so stuck in your mind and so stuck in your body, you cannot even see a glimpse of who you are. And we are here to explicitly awaken you to the truth of your being, that you are not that body that you exist in, you are not that mind, but you have a responsibility over them from the perspective of who you are and what you are here to know. And once you know who you are, you will do what you know. Once you know who you are, you will do what you know. But many of you are so ensconced in this personality that you think you are, that you find it difficult to conceive of anything outside of what you know. And yet everything that you need to know is outside of what you know. For every one of you that says, I do not know what I'm doing with my life, it is because you are stuck inside what you know. You're trying to figure out something new from what you already know, and you cannot do this. The door is closed in that respect. Step away from what you know and align yourself to the being of your awareness. Do not be distracted by mind. Do not be distracted by body. Go inside to where you are on the throne of perception, beside the Creator that offers you its life stream through you to use as you will. And you may use it through mind and you may use it through body, but it will be futile to feel fulfilled if what is in your mind and what is in your body is not in alignment with who you are. And we find that to be the case with most of you. Believe that you think you are your thoughts, or that you think that that body that you are able to direct and orchestrate is you as well. And therefore you feel limited by both. Although you are unlimited in terms of your nature. You are completely unlimited in terms of your nature, what you are. To bring that is to bring heaven to earth, to bring a vision greater than what you know is freedom. To bring a vision forth into your life that's greater than what you know is to free yourself. You cannot know what you do not know from what you know. We are waiting. Some of you are really awakening. This whole process of healing they talk about, that you don't realize that so, in meditation they said, still your mind and allow yourself to actually feel the body surrender to you, like to really feel your body surrender to you. So breathe and go deeper. Be willing to surrender your body. As I did that more and more and more, I could literally feel like my body was becoming invisible to me. It wasn't there. Although I know it's there, I didn't feel it there in the sense that I could feel it there. So I followed that process. And there's a feeling that you start to get when you begin to get disentangled from being identified as the body or identifying yourself as the thoughts. When you step behind the thoughts, pay them no attention, and begin to experience your awareness as the being that you are, you start to feel a sense of liberation. You start to feel a sense of freedom. You start to realize, wait, these thoughts are not who I am. These thoughts are not who I am. Then what thoughts do represent who I am? And you can begin a process then of articulating what thoughts truly represent the soul that you are. We have several very good words you can use for that. Love is what you are. Joy is what you are. Curiosity is what you are. Creativity is what you are. Playfulness is what you are. Compassionate is what you are. These things may be eclipsed by this thing you've acquired called your mind. These wonderful, wonderful attributes that emanate from the nature of what you are may be eclipsed by your mind and what you think you know. And it's important you learn to liberate yourself from these things. Wow. Thank you. So we are here to know. We came here to know first who we are. We cannot know what we're here to do until we know who we are. And most of what we think we are is based on what other people have told us we are. Your name is George, your name is Janet, your name is Sherry, your name is Drusilla. You're given all of these names, and then a lot of information gets bonded to that name. Now you've got this thing called a personality or a mask that goes over your soul. And now your soul is trying to see the real world through a mask of what you've been taught to believe. They said that it's easy to break down the mask once you begin to step back from your thoughts, begin to question, do these thoughts represent the being that I am? You don't realize that you are meant to define yourself, not to be defined. You can define yourself. You can do this. You are not meant to be defined as a thing or a single personality that is useful in terms of communication from the perspective of biology exclusively, but from the perspective of being, you don't need a localized identity in order to know who and what you are and what you are capable of being and doing while in a physical medium of experience. This physical medium of experience is very, very temporary, but you can garner a lot of understanding of your creating process. You can garner a lot of understanding of your creating process once you begin to move yourself back into the knowing of what you are. The statement that you have heard so many times, know thyself, is that self that is not the body, but gives the body its life and definition. It is not the thoughts in your mind, but that which can give thought to the mind. That is what you are. To know that self that thinks independent of the thoughts acquired, that can connect to the very source that beats your heart right now and say, guide me, show me, as you do with us all the time. Many of you call our names. Many of you implore us to assist you and guide you. And we seek to do our best, but we will repeat this again, that you first must know who you are to know who you are. To be fulfilled in the being of who you are, you must know who you are. If you are so entrenched in the thoughts that this world has given you to believe that the only thing that you have is what is in your mind, then you'll be limited to that. Please, it is time to awaken beyond your thoughts, beyond that body, to recognize that you are an instrument of spirit here to work through time, space, and matter. creatively and intelligently, to not be subjective to matter, time, and space as you have been for many lifetimes, some of you. Let us go into some questions on this. To know yourself. Good morning, Drusilla. Hi. Oh, I also want to announce, take a moment, I want to announce the winner of the free reading with me for this month, Bo Page. Bo Page, you won the free reading with me this month. So I will send you an email and you can set that free reading up with me. And that's something we do every month, once a month. Patrons can get are entered in a draw for a free reading with me. Also, there's going to be a patrons only meeting on the 7th day of this month at 7 p.m. It will be coming from the road. So I'm going to take this out into the other world out there and share what information and experiences and wisdom and knowledge we garner from the different beings that are going to be in the places where we're going. And we're both very excited about this. So yeah, you'll receive the notification about the next Wednesday's patrons only meeting. So remember, patrons, that you will still be hearing from me on the 7th of this month. Also, anybody who wants to book a reading with me, I'm only available for Wednesdays for the next 4 weeks. You can book a reading on my calendar only on Wednesdays. Everything else is closed off for the rest of the month so that we can accomplish what we are going to accomplish during this time. Anything else that I need to say? Yeah, if you like this information, this content, please remember to like these videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified. We come live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Saturdays for meditation. Shortcuts for the Soul is the program during the week. Supernatural Saturday is the meditation component. One of the things they keep telling me is there is no point in giving anybody knowledge without their ability to experience it. So we transmit vibrations and information directly to you through the medium of sound, through these mechanisms, these electronic devices. We pass information through to you that you acquire vibrationally. And then on Saturday, we seek to help you to integrate in awareness to your experience, understanding that information from the perspective of being a soul, not simply from the perspective of information to fill your mind any further than it already is. If anything, you need your mind to be less filled and more spacious so that you can have room for what it is you are here to do. Cool. Hi, Heather. Good morning. Hi, Bhagavila. Hi, Marigold. Question from Marigold. Is participating in Journey what I should do to help me find what I am to know or continue what I have been doing? Yeah. They're smiling and saying, no, it's not about this or this. It's about this and this. Always, please. You close yourself from your full potential the minute you think you have to do one thing or another. Many of you create much unnecessary conflict in your minds with this simple language of either or. It is not what you are. You are not an either or. You are a yes. You are a limitless being, so it is this and this and this and this, not either or. That is the mind and body, hot or cold, good or bad, right or wrong. This is your body and your mind. This is not you. You are, I am limitless potential. I am creative source energy moving through me. I am limitless in all respects. Yes, cool. Yeah, so don't choose one or the other. Choose them both. Question from Magnet. Is the Creator the means by which we can discern right from wrong, true from untrue? Absolutely. When you are aligned to creative source, there is degrees of truth. Right? It's saying, yes, there are degrees of truth that change and alter according to the nature of your choices, your undertakings. What may be right for one day may not be right another. This is discernment. But if you listen and feel my presence before you do anything, you can feel in your heart. This is why you have this center. You can feel in your heart. You can know in your mind. You can feel in your heart and know in your mind. And when these two align, you will know there is truth there. There is no dichotomy where truth is present. There is no scratching your head or uncertainty where truth is present. But you may align to who I am to know what is true, what is false. For there is no distinction in essence between what I am and what you are. The distinguishing feature is that I know who I am and you do not. But you know that I am. And when you know that I am, then you will know who you are not. And therefore you will know who you are. Yes. I'm just saying it sounds a little complicated to me. No, very simple. Very simple. When you know who I am, you will know who you are. There is no confusion in this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bogumila. Question. My granddaughter, Julia, 4 years old, told me that Jesus and his family are with us when she is sipping. Is that true? Yes, it is. Yes. This one sees, he's saying, this one sees me and knows us because her heart is pure. Do not cast doubt where doubt is not required. You find yourselves, many of you, juxtaposing between this world and the real world. Do not let confusion be sown into the hearts of those that already know. These dear ones that come in, and there will be fewer coming in, these dear ones that come in will come in knowing, as you all did, as you all came in knowing, and the world told you what to know, and you forgot what you knew. Because of what the world gave you, you surrendered what you knew. Assist this one in staying awake and aware of our presence. You may even ask her to ask us questions. You might be quite surprised and delighted at what this one can allow through. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, the young people, the little people, see, little people don't have the language. John said to me, he said, William, people at a young age, biologically young, they have the knowing, but they don't have the language to interpret their knowing into a framework that you as a human separate from source would comprehend or understand. So they don't have the knowledge of colors, like there's red, there's blue, there's green. They don't have that distinction. They just have pure being. And what we do is we separate or break down their awareness of all of that into language over time, but they don't have the language during the process of sensing all of this energy and stuff and their being limitless. They don't have the language to communicate, oh, I'm seeing a divine being. I'm seeing your auric field. You look at little babies and they're looking at the parents, sometimes they'll be looking at you like that because they're seeing, it's amazing to watch the dynamic color around a human body when it's in an excited, positive state. The energy that radiates off us when we're in different states is amazing. And little children can see that. They just don't have the language to communicate what they see. Oh, I'm watching a multidimensional being come in this room. Watch children. They're like this. They're looking around. They don't have words or language. They don't develop that until around 4, 5, or 6. And by that time, they're so programmed and conditioned to think in terms of finite. And most humans around them are programmed to believe that only this world is real. So it gets shut down. But keep it open. It'd be fun. Let us know when you ask her to ask Master Jesus questions. Share some of that wonderful inspiration that you will be receiving directly from him through her. It's wonderful. Thank you, Bogumila. A question from Carolyn. May I ask my spirit guide for a message today? Thank you. It's funny, a song started playing in my head. I don't know what this means, but the song that came in is I Ain't Got Nobody. And I don't know what that means for you, but that's what they're saying. I ain't got nobody. But what do you mean by that? Honor yourself. Yes. Do not be distracted. Do not get distracted. I ain't got nobody. That's very funny. Never heard that one before. Thank you. Question from Tina. Who was the energy I felt and heard moving about my room at 4 a.m. this morning? Exciting. It wasn't one. There were actually two beings there. Master Saint Germain was one, but there was also this this other etheric being, I'll just call them an etheric being because I can't make anything distinct about them. But one was to help you get grounded. The other was to connect you to a higher frequency. Saint Germain is trying to bring in these higher violet fire frequencies into your consciousness, whereas this other one is helping you to ground them. Yeah, it wasn't just, there were the two of them there. I don't know what this other one is. Very etheric. Yes. They're saying when you go by the sea, I am like the wave that comes to your feet. This other one, I am like the wave that comes to your feet. Cool. Well, whatever that means to you, Tina, please let us know and share it in the comments with others. Wonderful. Question from, oh, thank you, Heather. Really appreciate that. Question from Vertical. Is the person next to me a narcissist? I don't know why, but whoever's laughing at that, again, you have so many labels for what a person should be or should not be. How can you possibly know who another is with a label? To represent an infinite, loving, sentient being with a label is like looking at the world through a pinhole. Do you not see that these labels restrict you from truly understanding? And yet you understand the very nature of what love is. The very nature of love is that it recognizes where there is proper need. Yes. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Yes. That is also from A Course in Miracles. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, labels. They're not big on labels. Don't you have enough labels? Don't we all have enough labels? I'm good, I'm bad, I'm smart, I'm strong, I'm tall, I'm short. We have so many labels. Get rid of the labels so that you can start to see the being, not the body, not the mark on their nose or the color of their hair, the being, to know the being, right? Because when you know who you are as a being, then you will know what you're here to do. Yeah, labels are tough ones. I've given up most of my labels. Still have a few. Michelle's asking, what does my spirit guide recommend me do to communicate with them? They're saying to slow, when you're in your going into the breathing state of your meditation, when you tend to your body, you let your body get excited. Let your body stay calm and quiet and open. You must teach your body to be calm, quiet, and open, as the same with your mind. Your hearing is not dependent upon your physical ears, nor your seeing your physical eyes. Your seeing and hearing is dependent on what you, as awareness, perceive. So shift the sensual perception from the senses to the perception of your awareness. What you feel when you invoke our name or call us forth, if your body is still and your mind quiet, then you will feel, you'll be aware of our presence rather than seeking to try and know our presence. When you become aware, you will know. But if you try to understand or grasp what you wish to be aware of, you are using your mind and your body to try and be in control of something which does not require any control. If anything, it requires far less control, letting your mind and letting your body be still and quiet. There is no control then. And then you can hear what is beyond them. You can know what your ears cannot know and your eyes cannot see with what you are as a being. Wow, great question. Thank you so much. Let's see what I can do. Yes, I'll try scrolling back. We have some time here. I guess I have about 25 minutes. I'm really excited about this this trip that we're taking. I love you too, Heather. Thank you so much. Love you too. Let's go a little bit further. Okay, got it. Okay, I see that. Yes, Heather, we will connect. Yeah, yeah, I understand. That's all coming to it. Listen, there are so many spiritual beings awakening right now. There's so many light workers coming online. In spite of the fear, in spite of everything that's being done to try and keep people locked into mind body reality, the light worker community is thriving and people are waking up. Remember, an infinite, all knowing intelligence cannot make a mistake. An all knowing intelligence, and I believe that this body is intelligently made. Even an insect is intelligently made. But an intelligence that knows how to build planets and stars and orchestrate the movement of plasma and emotion through time and space, that can build kidneys and hearts and lungs and livers and create birds and fish, that can bring that out of the nothingness of energy into the somethingness of matter, that intelligence cannot make a mistake. An all-knowing intelligence cannot make a mistake. So I believe that everything that's going on, in spite of my own personal understandings of reality, I know that this all-knowing intelligence can't make a mistake. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So we're going to be connecting on that. Yes, I did that. Question from Daniela. Is it right to say emotion over matter instead of mind over matter? Absolutely. Emotion is the actual energy. It's source energy. It's what the infinite source is using through us. It's what animates us. And you are it. You are that energy. You are emotion in motion when you're not inhibited in your mind and your body to restrict your expression. But emotion organizes matter, all matter. The exact words of my guardian angel Johnny said, William, emotion is the fifth state of energy. You got solids, liquids, gases, plasma. And he said, emotion organizes all of that substance into form. It is the substance of energy. It's pure energy. Emotion is energy in motion. And if you're excited, your body reacts a certain way. I mean, this matter is so obvious, isn't it? When he said to me, I was like, John, thank you so much. It was mind-blowing for me. Do you realize that emotion, all emotion organizes matter? All of it in this dimension. It's a really fascinating thing. Yes, it's very safe to say that. And when you realize that you are energy and that the nature of your being, so you can be in a state of, choose to be in a vibrational alignment to love, to joy, to peace, and certain events and circumstances will unfold in time, space around you. You can be in a state of frustration and anger and upset, and very specific things will organize themselves as your experiences. And what most people don't realize is that the way they're using emotion, consciously or not, is causing the conditions of matter, including health and vitality, or the lack thereof, when you do not understand that emotion organizes matter. You know, you get excited, your nervous system, somebody jumps out and scares you, your nervous system reacts. Energy moves that way. The minute you feel or align to a certain emotional quality, the system reacts instantaneously. And so does the system around you. So emotion organizes matter. You can alter, yes, you can. I understand. They're saying you can also organize matter when you combine qualities of thought to certain emotions, certain qualities of thought. Like the idea of that you're having an amazing day today. This is a brand new day. You're never going to experience a brand new day like this again. You'll never have this day again. That's amazing. It's exciting. It's dynamic, right? There's nothing from yesterday, nothing from tomorrow that can interfere with today. It's here and now. For me, that's really exciting thought, being free of that type of stuff. Question from Tanya. Can I ask for assistance in healing the sadness in my heart? Just split up. But the pain is much older and very deep. Yes. A lot of people, yes, Tanya. Yes, let's yeah. Okay, I got Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael want your permission to stand by you right now. To stand by you right now. Yes. Yes. Allow yourself permission to release your pain. Allow your mind and body to release your pain. Give yourself permission to release your pain. It is very simple to release it. Don't just put it down and pick it up again. Release it. You can release this. Yes. There is no loss in the house of God. There is no loss in the house of God. What do you mean by that? All things are equal in their potential. Yeah. Let it go. Just let it go. Tanya, just release it. You don't have to hold on to it. We don't have to carry yesterday forward anymore. You don't have to do that anymore. Stop carrying yesterday forward. When you release it, that which you have called forth will arrive at your door. When you willingly release your pain, then that which you have called for will come to your door. I love that. Thanks so much, Tanya. That's wonderful. A question from Tina. What is meant by an etheric being? This is what you would call a non-physical consciousness that is able to take some semblance of a material form in an immaterial way. So we can be perceptible to you as you did earlier. You perceived my presence with you. You perceived it with you. But you did not see me as matter, but you felt me as being. And in that sense, I am not physical, nor am I mental. I am being, assisting you with what you have requested. Yeah. Yes. Question from Rudy. I saw a light in my room last night. Was this a spirit? No, I get somebody tell me it was a light. It was a light that you've been It was cast from another place, but it was not a being. But the fact that you have spoken of this call will be answered. Yes. Yes. So it's interesting that light was not the being, but it got you to call forth the being. This is very exciting. So the light triggered that awareness. So now you have called forth this being that will be coming to you. So let us know when that happens and what that experience is like. You'll know it. They're saying they're very clear. She's called us forth. Yes. Funny, a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't realize how much we call for change in our lives. I want this to change. I want that to change. And then suddenly it changes. And now we realize we've just changed something. Something completely changes. And now we don't want it. A lot of people reject the very change they've asked for. I'm not happy with this marriage. I'm not happy with this person. I'm not happy with... And all of a sudden it changes. And now you're upset that it's changed. If you understood the power of your creating, you would be just embracing change with glee and joy at every moment. You would find you wouldn't want to look back as if you've lost or missed something. You'd be like, what's next? Right? What's next? That's what I'm like here all the time. What's next? Okay. Question from Heather. Can you ask what is taking my belongings and placing them where I can't find them after I mention it? It reappears at the same time. Yeah, that's going on a lot. We've got that going on here all the time where stuff literally, we put it down, it's gone, we look around, we come back, it's there. We've had that happen with glasses. We've had that happen with water. We've had that happen with purses. And it's really fascinating. And who is that for you? Yeah. They're saying to me, I don't know who this is, but they're it seems to be like a male-female balanced being. They're really balanced. They're saying, when you notice these things missing, the moment you notice the thing is missing, forget what is missing and become mindful of the space that we have placed before you to contemplate. Yes, in place of what you are seeking of this world, you will find the truth of what you are seeking to bring into this world. Do not be attached to the way in which the message is delivered, but receive the message you must. Yes. So again, I'm feeling from this like thank you, I'm going to do the same thing. So when something disappears and you recognize it's missing, don't think about the thing that's missing. Ask yourself, what is in this space as an energy? Yes. What is in my awareness for me to perceive at this time? Yes. I'm getting the big messages, learning to love without fear where you are. Love without fear where you are. Love without fear where you are. Cool. I think we'll take 2 more questions and call it a day. Guys, I want to thank you for coming out today. It's been great. It's amazing the stuff that's going to be happening on this planet. Wow. Question from Nancy. I would like to receive guidance. Who is with me? Wow. There's you got really strong dragon energy. I don't often perceive dragons, but I'm really perceiving this dragon energy. That's how my brain interprets this, as a dragon form of energy. Very, wow, strong and free. There's a being that, yes, I know that her name is Lauren Brabazon, Brabazon, I believe. She sometimes comes on here. Lauren, if you're here, maybe you could reach out to this person, because the dragon says you can help her understand what the message is. Yes. But yeah, it's really cool. Dragon energy. I don't often get that. Question from Dion. May I have a message from I understand. Rest. Rest. Yeah. They're just showing me an image of you, like it's time for you to rest. To really take some real rest. Yeah. I don't know the words. Rest in me so that you can see is a really strong phrase that's coming through. Right? Rest. Yes. Rest in me and you will see. So when you feel that being around you, allow yourself to surrender to the feeling. But make certain, they're saying make certain you do it in a state of curiosity and excitement. Do not do it in a state of uncertainty or fear. A lot of you try to connect to these guys. You cannot connect to them through fear, right? You can call for help when you're afraid, but you can't connect to them on that energy. They'd have to change their vibration. Raise your vibration up. Yes, I understand. So, very fascinating question from Magnet. Could you connect to my guides and get them to tell you if I am a male or a female being? Well, you're using the term energy, right? They're saying being. We don't think in terms of one or the other. We think in terms of you are being. If you choose to define yourself as one or the other, make certain that the vibrational frequency is in resonance with what you are deciding to express here. But we see you as being. As we see all of you, certainly we can see that in a biological sense you may be one or the other, but in terms of being, you are all being. And you may be in alignment to a quality of being that you will define as male or female. For many of you can be in forms that are very masculine but still be very feminine. Many of you can be in forms that are very feminine and be very masculine. It is not in terms of biology, it is in terms of being. What are you being? Interesting. Thank you for that question, Magnet. So guys, listen, I want to say thank you for showing up. I'm going to be, this show, Shortcuts for Your Soul, we'll do everything we can to get it live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays while we are out, because I'm excited to start being out of the city and start tapping them out in the away from all the mental static that's here, because there's a lot of mental static in the cities right now. So the show will come from the road. So we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Supernatural Saturday. That'll be the last day that we broadcast from the house for the next couple of weeks. And then we will be showing you what we're doing from the road. We'll be bringing the messages from whoever's out there with us. Much love, everybody. Thank you for your time, your patience, your perseverance. If you want to support this channel, you can do so through my Patreon page. Also, we've got August the 2nd to August the 6th. We got 5 days of healing with the Ascended Masters. I don't have all the information from it. You can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com/shop. And in the shop, you'll see 2 special events. One is 5 days of healing. The second one is 5 days of awakening. I highly encourage you to come. These are 2-hour events, Monday to Friday, for over a 2-week period. These are coming. Each event is $100 each, $200 for the 10 days or the 20 hours. And again, the 5 days of healing is literally discussion on the process of healing from Master Jesus, from Saint Germain, from Archangel Raphael, and also a process to implement the healing. So teaching you how to get your mind into a place of healing, and then doing a guided meditation with the energies of these divine beings to assist you in promoting your own healing. And if any of our students are online right now that have experienced this in our courses and classes, please encourage people to take this, at least the 5 days of healing if you want to shift something in your body. And then we got that followed up by 5 days of awakening, which is about learning to really distinguish between your body, your mind, and who you are as a being. So that from the perspective of who you are as a being, you can begin a process of liberating your mind from the constraints that the world has placed on you, so that you can begin to express more fully who you are in time and space. So you can go to my website again to explore those 2 special events and to register for them. And I'll look forward to seeing many of you there. Much love to all of you. Have yourself a wonderful, joyful day. We will see you tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. on Supernatural Saturday. Bye for now.